about at least three things to know about the upcoming new moon we have in September. Joining me here today is my good friend and colleague, Justin Speller. Hi, Justin.
Hi, everybody. Happy to be here. I love doing these videos.
Me too. I always look forward to them, and we're doing something a little different today. We're going live directly on YouTube, and can you hear that feedback there? um, and we're going to try it out this way because it's easier than going on Zoom, recording it, and uploading it later. So we're about to dive into these messages using it this way, but bear with us if we have some technical things we have to shift, right? Because it's our first time doing it from our iPhone instead of our studio. So, but it's a fun way to do it, and I think it'll make it easier for us to do these more often. If you've been with us for a while, thank you. Welcome back to our lovely subscribers. We love you. But we do normally do it on the full moon, or we'll do just other chats, which we do plan to have more of this coming up. But we both had some really fun summer trips planned, other things going on, and we couldn't make the last full moon together. So we thought, why not try the new moon with this amazing energy we have around us right now? Right?
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah.
I see that we have some people joining. Hi, Casglow. I saw you yesterday on my live. Thanks for joining. Hello to you all. Yes, if you are here live with us, please let us know in the chat where you're tuning in from if you'd like to, or just say hello. Also, if you're watching later, we do set a prayer protection around these messages so you can watch them anytime. Feel free to comment below this video as well. We are, one of the things that's fun about doing it this way is we can stream to my channel, which is Devon Duerr, and Justin Speller's channel at the same time. Now, the name of your channel is Justin Speller, right, Justin?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm also used to we his website, which is, you want to share your website with everybody?
Yeah. So my website is tapintothelight.com.
Great. So yeah, Justin and I are longtime friends and colleagues, and he has so much amazing things to offer on his website. So sometimes I get confused about, wait, what's the name of your YouTube channel? So we just look up Justin Speller, and you'll find him there.
Yeah.
Definitely give him a follow. So yeah, we're gonna dive into these angel messages. This is gonna be a little bit of a shorter and sweet live than some of the other ones I've been doing lately because of just time crunches and wanting to get to the point. But we're going to share some messages about this new moon, and really just whatever comes through, right, Justin? Is that kind of what you're planning, or did you have something
Yeah.
specific you wanted to start
Yeah.
with? Okay.
I tend not to plan too much on these, because I just go with whatever the message that you deliver is, and then just kind of feel into how I can best help everybody that's watching.
I love it. Well, so as I said earlier, I do say a prayer protection before I connect to make sure I'm intentionally connecting with the highest vibrational beings. And these messages are, I set that intention, they're meant for you because you're here watching this video. So just really set that intention to pay attention to what stands out, but also if something doesn't resonate, that's meant for somebody else. You can just leave it behind. And hindsight is such a powerful tool for understanding what these messages mean for you. So I also encourage you to write down anything that stands out as well so you can come back and review it. The actual new moon apex is on September 2nd, this Monday, but we like to do these early so you can start thinking about what you want to do with this energy. A general rule of thumb with the new moon is that you set intentions. You plan to manifest things with a new moon. What's new that you want to call into your life? And then with the full moon, we're generally releasing things that are no longer serving us. But I do want to let you know that you can do this any day. You do not have to wait for a lunar event. It's this great reminder in the sky to do it, though. And you can also do the reverse. You can release things with the new moon. You can start new things with the full moon because it's a cycle. And so I want you to also feel called to do whatever your heart is asking you to do with these messages as well. If you know there's something you need to release, then what you're actually doing is making room for the new thing to come in. So it's really beneficial to do either, wouldn't you say, Justin?
Yes, absolutely, definitely. I think it's a very powerful time, and it really affects your beingness, which is so important in manifesting. It kind of gives you not a fully blank slate, but it gives you a leg up on creating something that you haven't created before. And to create something, you have to become that energetically. You have to hold your energies in a certain alignment with the thing. And anytime you're doing something for the first time, there's a certain challenge, and the new moon kind of gives you a little bit of a step up in making that easier.
Yes, yes, definitely it does. And I just like to think of it as that great reminder. Hi, Ava Bellinger. Yes, of course you can get a shout out. Thanks for being here. Hi, Andrea Williams. Thanks for being back. This is what's so fun about doing it this way is we can interact with you live here. And I wanted to also let you know that some of the messages that are coming through this new moon that I'm going to get started sharing with just a second here. I just want to have a couple of reminders is the energy doesn't change that quickly either, right, Justin? So you know, like if you tune into my live yesterday, you might hear something similar again. That's a sign from your spiritual team. Hey, keep paying attention to that. That message was for you, and you're here to hear it again. Do you have those kind of synchronicities happen, Justin?
Absolutely. I think these messages can, for lack of a better term, get recycled in all different
Hmm.
types of ways. So yeah, you can definitely watch something again if you feel the kind of the heart call to do that, and the message might mean something totally different to you, but still be equally or even more beneficial than it was the first time around. You just never know.
Right, because what you're doing is you're asking for the guidance and you're opening up to it, so it makes it available to you. It's really that intention. So that's really the first thing that I want to share with you about this new moon is be very intentional with your decisions. There is a relationship in your life that needs better health, and this was a message that came up yesterday as well, in the live I did yesterday. So if you knew who that person was right away, then I encourage you to keep thinking through how you can add better health. Maybe there needs to be better communication. Maybe you need to really get honest with yourself about how you feel. It doesn't always mean another person, but also it doesn't always mean a romantic relationship. It could be a colleague, a neighbor, a friend, a child, or a parent, or even with an animal that you have in your home that you're wanting to spend more time with and get closer with. So that's the first message I have for this new moon is to be very intentional and carefully weigh any decisions you're making around a relationship in your life right now. What comes up for you when you hear that, Justin?
When I hear that, I think of how our auras interact with other people's auras and how there's such a dance of energy at play when anytime you're interacting with any other person. And it's really important to have a healthy aura in order to best support any relationship you're looking to create or improve. Sometimes what happens is we can feel like there's just too much going on. We can feel overwhelmed, and it's almost like the world is pushing in on us a little bit, and our
Mm,
aura can get a little bit collapsed. When our aura is
right.
in the healthiest state, it should be at least a few feet away from our body, but it can kind of get collapsed. So what you can actually do if you feel like your aura is a little bit in more than it should be is you can just use your hands and very gently kind of just push it out and just kind of coax it out and just kind of nudge it out, and that will help you feel like you have more space, and it will even help you feel like there's more space in whatever relationship you're creating or
Mm,
improving to be more of your true authentic self.
wow, I really love that. Yeah, just pushing out your aura to make room for the healing and the
Yeah,
health.
and to make room
Wow.
for healing and just to make room for yourself, to make space.
Yeah.
Sometimes we can be in relationships with people who have really strong personalities and they almost just run all over us. And that's one of the things that can cause your aura to collapse in a little bit. So it's making room and space for literally yourself, for your own energies to be your own person. And that can really help you as you're interrelating with another
Right.
being.
Yes, and the energy of this full moon, if you follow astrology, which you don't have to take advantage of these energies, I always like to share that. You don't have to know about astrology. A lot of times people will say to me, "Astrology's over my head. I don't get it. Can you just tell me what to do?" And it's not about that. It's about using the energy and being open to divine guidance. But if you are somebody that follows astrology, this is a new moon in Virgo, which is an earth energy. So this is the energy of really checking in on getting grounded. And in fact, Justin and I always have a little catch up chat before these videos because just to check in as friends. And we were sitting having discussion before we went live about the importance of the health of the root chakra. Would you want to talk about that just briefly here? Because I feel like
Yeah,
that's something that's also important for this new moon.
absolutely. I work as an energy practitioner, and your root chakra is the foundation of all of your energy systems. It's the foundation of your very beingness, and it's your connection to the ground and to the earth, but it's also your security, your sense of safety, your sense of abundance, your physical health. And all of these things are very, very important for human beings who, especially in the modern world, there's so many things to make us feel unsafe. There's so many things to trigger us. There's so many things that feel threatening and that can
Mhm.
put us into fight or flight. And when we have a really strong, healthy, balanced root chakra, it gives us that foundation to feel like we can handle anything, we can take
Right.
the challenge. We're really secure. We're really safe. We're protected. We're cared for. We're connected, and it's just so helpful. And of course, it really helps you have a healthy physical body too, which I think is crucial to having and truly creating a happy life. So the root chakra is just it's so important to balance it, to work on it, and there's a lot of ways to do that. A really great way to do that is to take a stainless steel spoon and flip it over and rub the backside of it on your feet. Walking in with bare feet, walking in the woods. There's so many different ways. Dancing can really balance your root chakra, especially the type of dances that have a lot of like hip movement. So you're really
Hmm.
moving your hips. That can really, really help get the energy flowing in that area.
I love those tips. Yeah, we do get a lot of energy trapped in our hips. I'm glad you brought that up. That's why a lot of people benefit from yoga and
Yeah.
doing specific poses or postures to release energy, especially in the hip, the lower back, the shoulder. So, great tip there.
Whoops. Did you fall off, Devon? Or did I fall off? I can't tell. I can't tell if you just disappeared or not. Okay, I think she's about to come back. Okay, thank you for confirming that, everyone. Sorry about this little technical difficulty. Let's just see if we can wait for her to. Okay. So I don't know if you can hear me, Devin, but you're frozen on my end. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, I can hear you again, although your
Can you
video's.
hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you, but your video's frozen.
My face, that's so wild. And I'm afraid to go out of the app and come back in and lose you completely. Sauce
Yeah,
Merch says Mercury. Yep.
exactly. Yeah,
This is always it's Mercury stations direct tomorrow, and it's always the beginning and the end of the retrogrades that things get really wonky.
yeah,
So I guess I'm sure I'm making a funny face there, but
but it's
Justin, do you wanna would you like to okay, well I'll share another message real quickly here and I'll see if I can fix my camera while you're responding. But you were talking a lot about the grounding and all those great techniques there. If you want to take a few days before, during, and after the new moon to add extra exercise and extra grounding, that's going to be really beneficial. Because the second message I had for you to know about this new moon was about bringing confidence into the way you act on your decisions, which means having a grounded root chakra so you're not reacting from fear. So, what comes up for you on that, Justin? And I'll try to fix my frozen face there.
yeah. So what comes up for me is asking trees for help, asking the trees for support. They are, as you could guess, incredibly grounded, and they're kind of masters of having really, really deep roots and connecting in that way. And they're available to help us. If you have a tree that you walk past or in your backyard or some tree that you're near every day, you can just ask it to help you with your confidence, ask it to help you feel more secure. And and it will lend its wonderful rooted energies to your energy fields to really give you that boost. You know, trees are generally just so loving, so kind, so helpful, and they're here to support us. You know, and a lot of them are so huge that they have very powerful energy fields that can really benefit us. So, and you're back. We can see you again.
I'm back. That is such a great point about the trees. And one of the things that Justin and I share in common that we love is just getting out in nature for a walking meditation and connecting with all the beings and the energy out there. Hi, Summer. Thank you. Yeah. So I think I was getting a text message and it messed with the connection, which
Yeah.
is interesting. I thought I had it on Do Not Disturb, but
Yeah.
now that we're talking, I think there was a YouTube tutorial that said airplane mode, but that wouldn't work. I don't know. Anyways, thank you for your patience and my frozen face on the screen for a while.
Okay.
You-
Good talk.
Thank you for handling that, Justin. That was perfect. I love that advice. Because yeah, that is one of the things too that we're going to be doing with this new moon is we are going to be standing up for what our heart really wants. That's why the first message was talking about carefully weighing that, but then once you have made that decision, you really want to stand in your power, stand in your confidence. If you study your human design, I encourage you to go see what might help you with that. I am not an expert on human design, but I have learned a lot from my friends and colleagues about my human design type and what helps me feel in my authority and what takes me out of my authority. I'm a manifester, so if I'm feeling peaceful, I'm in my authority. If I'm feeling angry, I'm not. And there are some free websites you can go check that out, but that's another tip there for figuring out how to stand confidence and standing up for your choice. Do you know what your human design is by
Uh,
chance, Justin?
I think generator. I don't remember.
Generator.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. And I see again, I'm not an expert. I don't know the two like inner powers, but there are so many great websites out there that will tell you like this type do these things to help you really feel confident and be in your power and help you be your best self with the energy you're carrying forward. So check that out too. And then we have one more message for you guys. Like I said, this is a little bit of a shorter video today. Just we wanted to make sure we hopped on here. Okay, well, this is validating the next message. And the third message I have for you for this new moon is that we are going to be leaving something behind, and that's part of that decision we're making. That's part of the standing confident once we've made the decision and speaking our mind with confidence. That's the other thing. We're going to speak in a compassionate way, but we're going to be confident about that. You are going to be leaving something behind. So at the beginning of this video, I was talking about usually in a full moon is when you're leaving something behind, releasing, and a new moon, you're bringing something in. But really, it's up to the individual and where they are. And a lot of times, you do have to leave something behind on a new moon so you can bring that new thing in. So the guidance here is to really use your intuition with this process. This is literally like the song Carrie Underwood, Jesus Take the Wheel. This is kind of what we're talking about here, okay? And that can be whatever that is for you, however you work with your spiritual team, but there is going to be a need to really kind of try not to force things, try to allow things, observe, and then act when the time is right to leave that situation behind, whatever that is for you. So, what comes up for you, Justin?
Yeah. What comes up for me is strengthening your intuition, so
Mhm.
you can really have discernment and clarity around that whole process of leaving something behind. One technique to do that is to do what Donna Eden calls the hookup. And to do a hookup, you take the middle finger of one hand and stick it right in your belly button. You take the middle finger of your other hand and put it right between your eyebrows, and then you lift up and you just hold this for about 30 seconds. Now, what this does is you have a central meridian that runs up the front of your body and a governing meridian that runs up the back and curves over the top of your head. And when you do a hookup, these two very powerful meridians connect, and the energy starts to kind of cycle around your body in what's called the microcosmic orbit, which does help your intuition strengthen, and it helps you be more aligned to it. It kind of helps you hold your alignment with whatever your present moment purpose is. And it's just a really good practice that's really quick. It's really easy. I do it every day in the morning just as an exercise. But yeah, big shout out to Donna Eden. She's created so many of these beautiful techniques. And if you're interested in finding out more about any of that, you can always look up her daily energy routine, because there's just so many good tips and tricks to help improve your energies on a daily basis.
I love Donna Eden. I have her book. I go to her for specific techniques, but you're much further into it than me. So I do go to Justin for help with these things. How long are you doing the is it zip up or the hookup? What did you call it?
So the zip up is different, also a very good exercise, but this is
Okay,
a
I've done the zip up. That's what I'm
yeah,
thinking of. The one
yeah.
you showed us is the hookup. How long are you doing it and how many breaths are you taking?
Yeah, I usually do it for about 30 seconds or so. Usually, you can
Awesome.
feel, if you're a little sensitive to energies, you can feel a little bit of a shift. Once it's kind of settled, and once the central meridian and the governing meridian kind of have hooked up, you can kind of just feel a little bit of a shift. And
Mm.
but yeah, usually 30 seconds is more than enough.
Oh, that's an easy thing for us to add to our daily morning routines, and beautiful energy there. I love that. If you want to book a session with Justin, I highly recommend it. I worked with him many times. Go to tapintothelight.com. Is that right, Justin?
Yep, yep. You can. That's my website, and you can easily book with me through that.
Well, thank you. And thank you for always doing these with me. I also want to invite you to sign up for my free newsletter if you haven't already, because I have a free ebook for you called Is It a Sign that helps you with interpreting messages from your spiritual team. So check that out at devonduerr.com for my free newsletter and my free book. Ebook, Is It a Sign? And I just want to say again, with this energy, please check in with what this means for you and start thinking about it now, because we start feeling this energy before the new moon apexes and then we continue to feel it afterwards, and depending on what other things are happening energetically, it can last all the way until the full moon. So Justin, I really appreciate you doing these videos with me so we can trade techniques and tips. And is there anything else you'd like to add before we wrap up today?
Yeah. I like to add, just be kind to yourself. I know that it can be so challenging in modern life, to really kind of make space for your humanness. But
Mhm.
we're all human. We all make mistakes. We all have issues. We all have struggles and challenges, and things that aren't working for us. So just try to be kind to yourself, and know that it's okay if you're going through something, and or you may feel like you made a mistake, or something didn't go the way you hoped. It's okay to be human. We're all works in progress. So, just try to be kind to yourself if you can.
That's a great reminder. That's true. A lot of us out there watching this video who do this type of work, we tend to worry about everybody outside us. And it's so important to be loving and compassionate to ourselves first so that we can be there for everybody else. So that's wonderful. Well, thank you again, Justin. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Let us know in the comments what you're doing for the new moon. And make sure to hit that subscribe button on Justin's channel and my channel as well. And we hope to see you on the next live. Bye, everybody. And bye, Justin.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for being here. It was a lot of fun.
Okay, I have to figure out how to get off of this.